having the former Prime Minister of Kibi on board the Amaterasu. They can fight against the kingdom as a nation in exile.
Are we gonna broadcast it?
Of course we are. Starship Channel is a news program, after all.
Greetings, Prime Minister. I'm Kiska Kanzaki, captain of this ship. On behalf of all crew members, welcome aboard the Amaterasu.
Thank you. And its ex-Prime Minister.
I'm Dita Mirkov of the Galaxy Network Starship Channel, and I'd like to ask, what is the significance of you boarding this ship, Prime Minister?
You can interview him later. Right now we must be careful. We're being followed. I'll give the Prime Minister a tour now.
Followed? The Kibi government would have to do at least that much not to lose face in the eyes of the kingdom.
There's something kind of weird about this.
Yeah, but it's what they want for the show.
I know what you're talking about. They told me the same thing when I was transferred up here.
You girls have to remember, you're the stars of my show first, soldiers second.
So, anything to report?
2 Kingdom battleships have just been spotted in the vicinity of Kibi.
2 battleships? There's no way we can win 2 against 1.
Actually, from the show's point of view, a battle would be best.
Not if it's a battle we know we'll lose.
You mean they can run away?
Just let me know when your position is a little bit better, Captain. Till then, I'll show reruns.
That jerk only thinks about his show.
I'm used to it.
Well, we did get permission to retreat.
But if we run away here, won't it look like we've abandoned our home planet?
By having the former Prime Minister aboard, we've become a government in exile. We no longer have a planet or citizens to protect. That's our greatest advantage.
I'm picking up 3 Kibi fighters approaching on translated orbit.
We can't fight against Kibi's defense force. We'll leave Kibi's orbit as quickly as we can. As soon as we arrive in an area where we can use our warp drive, prepare to jump.
Navigation room, all systems check.
Engineering room, check.
So, where are we headed?
It's not exactly like we have anywhere to go.
Well, what about Phoenicia? It's the closest unarmed neutral planet to here.
That sounds fine to me.
Then it's decided. Looks like you're healthy enough to live in space, Prime Minister.
I'm the one who had the Space Forces acquire this battleship as a trump card against the kingdom. In fact, I wanted to join you on the ship's test flight. But it was during a time when the government was deciding on how it would deal with the kingdom.
In the end, the Kibi government succumbed to the power of the kingdom.
We don't yet know the whole story on that. In fact, there are some who see this ship as Kibi's salvation.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay in this room for the time being. I'll try to keep you informed.
Very well.
I can't wait to sleep.
What we're doing is crazy. You understand that, right?
Crazy? What are you talking about?
We're a mere 30 military cadets. We haven't even been officially assigned as officers, but we're trying to fight against the kingdom? By involving the Galaxy Network, we became slaves to the media, and we're in significant debt from buying the Amaterasu. We're crazy to be intentionally placing ourselves in danger like this.
I'm sure everyone expected some danger. We all entered the Defense University and became officer candidates of the Space Defense Forces after all.
Well, Miuri, I'm glad you have the stars to keep you happy. I know there's no use complaining now that we're in the middle of things, but still.
Oh, hi there.
Hey there, Miuri. Are you guys off?
Yeah, aren't you done yet?
We have to check all the equipment before we arrive in Phoenicia. We need to make sure we fix everything we can.
Way to go, supply team.
Are you serious? Can't you guys do that after we dock?
I suggested we do that too.
There's no way we can fight the kingdom on the same level. We need to be prepared for any eventuality.
If it wasn't for you and your plan, Shinon, we never would have made it through our first battle against the kingdom.
Stop it.
Please keep protecting this ship.
Well, see ya.
Oh, hey, was someone using the shower room?
The engine crew is using it right now. The girls just off their shift reserved it after that.
They beat us to it.
We can wait until we arrive on Phoenicia. Right now, I need a nap.
Hey, Sonri, why don't you go back to your quarters and get some rest? I don't mind staying here while we're on standby.
I'm fine here.
You sure?
Yes. Thank you anyway.
Your father is the president of Wakana Rare Metals, right?
Huh? Yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, I was just wondering why a princess like you would want to join the Defense Force.
But I'm not a princess, really. Being a family member of the former Prime Minister, Rio is much more.
Prime Minister? Yeah, that's right. I'd almost forgotten. The Prime Minister is aboard this ship.
A number of the missile launchers are jammed.
Probably due to the direct hit we suffered during the previous battle. We'll have to fix them from outside.
We'll leave that for later.
I wonder how Sonri's doing.
Just fine. She's been trying for 2 years to talk to him. But nothing yet.
Is there anywhere you're not filming?
Well, we have to fit the crew profiles in wherever we can find the time.
The Prime Minister is relaxing in our guest quarters, Captain. I just left him a minute ago.
Thank you. Next, we're gonna give a press conference through the Galaxy Network, right?
Yes, we are. Say negotiated a great deal for us. We're charging for the press conference, but we still have lots of interest.
Pay-per-view press conference. She's a great supply chief.
Say is a hard worker. She said she planned to repair whatever needed fixing before we arrive at Phoenicia.
You do realize media from the kingdom will also be at the press conference. That means you'll have some tough questions. You and the Prime Minister, of course.
I know, but you forget I was the Defense University debate champion.
Ah, yes, that's true. But I still had the better marks all around.
If it hadn't come to this, we would have been the elite officers.
But since Kibi surrendered, and the university, no, the whole defense force is gone, we had no choice but to do what we did.
Thus far, things are going exactly as planned.
Well, so far so good. It helps that everyone believes that we came up with this plan ourselves. At least I'm pretty sure they do.
No one would guess that someone else suggested it.
But bottom line, we agreed to that suggested proposal, as did Say.
I wonder if things are going to keep going according to the plan.
Let's hope so.
Do you think maybe Shinon also knew that person's plan?
Now you're worrying too much. Remember, she's been against this whole thing ever since we first presented the idea.
That's true. But she still stayed on the ship, didn't she?
What's that?
The neutrino and gravity wave checker has detected something. Looks like a ship just jumped in.
What'd you say?
We should be receiving a message any minute now.
I doubt it. It's gotta be either a freighter or a passenger ship.
Communication lines are open.
Huh?
Greetings. This is the Trafalgar 21st battleship of the Henrietta Planetary Alliance. I am Captain Joseph Meyer. We wish to engage your ship in battle.
Oh no, they want to battle us?
Well, it looks like another prediction has come true.
Level 3 combat stations!
Roger.
Huh?
My glasses. My glasses.
Come on, hurry!
We're only at level 3. We have lots of time.
Yeah, but that could change at any minute.
Hi.
Enemy located. Grid 8221.
Looks like it's the beginning of round 2. You are going to accept the enemy's challenge this time, right? Otherwise, we won't have much of a show.
Huh? Well, yeah, but...
Captain, we have to avenge the loss of the guard ship Maizuru. I mean, come on. We took over this ship so we could fight against the kingdom, didn't we?
Well, sure. I guess if it's one-on-one.
That's great. I'm going to forward the enemy ship's message to the network right away.
Go right ahead.
I guess there's no backing out of it now, is there, Captain?
Distance to enemy ship, 2 million. Relative speed, 85,000. The enemy ship is accelerating!
If the enemy ship is accelerating, that means we'll be in shooting range soon, right?
I believe your assertion is correct, Captain.
That means if we hit the target before the enemy enters their firing range, we can finish them off.
Increase the image of the enemy ship to maximum.
Increasing image.
There's an aperture 10 meters in width in the center of the ship, and on both sides of it are laser cannons.
If that aperture belongs to a plasma cannon, we could be in really big trouble.
Okay, everybody. Do your best to look sharp out there. This is going to be a really big show. Big smiles, Kay. I'm counting on you, Shinon.
That was a weird request from Dita. She wants us to begin battle at exactly 9 o'clock.
It sounds to me like a demand from the producer.
We'll have Shime program a navigation tool that will allow us to arrive at the firing range of our main cannon exactly at our target time.
If we're going into battle, the jammed missile launchers will pose a real problem.
That's true, but don't you think it's dangerous? What we can't fix in time can't be helped.
I am a proud member of the ship's supply team.
Don't let your pride get in the way of good judgment.
It's all right. I'll be done quickly.
If possible, I'd prefer to air it all live.
But if you do that, the enemy will know our plan. It'll make our actions suicidal.
I guess you have a point. We'll delay our broadcast by 30 minutes. That's enough time, right?
One other thing. Can you please do something about the sound effects?
The viewers like sound effects.
I understand.
You know, for a kid, she's pretty grown up.
We'll switch over to live broadcast in 2 minutes. Okay, cast, go get 'em.
2 minutes until the main cannon is in firing range. Locked onto target. FCS activated.
Begin charging plasma launcher.
Request authorization to fire.
Authorization to fire main cannon requested.
All right, we've outmaneuvered the enemy.
Target acquired. Firing main cannon.
Weapon fired. Beam will arrive at target in 22 seconds.
Flash from enemy ship. Believed to be plasma.
They're attacking us?
Evade attack!
All units, evasion tactics.
Iriki, time to go back.
Almost done.
Main cannon beam scattered. It's been neutralized.
What the heck? You can't neutralize plasma with plasma!
Maybe the enemy has a special plasma cannon specifically for that purpose. Not for attacking, but as a defensive weapon to neutralize an opponent's plasma weapons. Then that means the enemy was planning on a laser cannon duel right from the outset.
Isn't there a way to avoid the plasma weapon?
That would be very difficult. A low-output plasma cannon with a large caliber should have a very short reload time.
But Shinon, we can't fire our laser cannons until we're in much closer. If we begin by firing our weapons at greater distances, the one with the superior weapon...
I believe we should prepare the revolver.
The revolver?
That enemy ship was likely built for combat against battleships that rely on the beam cannon as their main weapon.
What's the matter? You haven't done anything since that last shot.
From this distance, the enemy can stop anything we fire at them. We'll approach and use the laser cannon.
That doesn't help us one bit. Fire something, anything. We're trying to paint a picture for the audience here.
That guy doesn't care about us at all.
I don't agree with firing knowing they're gonna stop it anyway. But we do have an agreement with our sponsor.
Supply unit, load the revolvers right away.
Roger. How much longer before you're done?
Give me 5 minutes.
I have to go load the revolvers. Return to the ship when you're done.
Roger that.
Don't work too hard.
Don't worry, I'm trying not to.
Within moments, we'll be entering the enemy's firing range.
Let's activate the anti-laser defense system.
Activate anti-laser defense.
Look at that!
The Freedom Guard ship will use 2 types of anti-laser weaponry to counter the Kingdom's attacks. The electromagnetic wave reflector lamina codenamed Kasumi, and the electromagnetic wave superabsorbent fiber Ikasumi. The static in this image is due to disturbances in the waves caused by these weapons.
Just in time.
Laser cannon fire from the enemy. Starboard side hit. Damage minor.
Where's Kasumi?
It wasn't fully deployed.
I don't understand. No light appeared on the monitor.
Laser beams travel at the speed of light. By the time you see it, it's already hit.
The laser cannon hit Kasumi.
They're firing at 30-second intervals. We should brace for at least 20 more shots.
Revolver cannons loaded.
10 minutes before we reach revolver cannon firing range.
Iriki? Iriki!
Activate target aiming program.
Activating program.
There are 30-second intervals between shots from the enemy's laser cannon, right?
That's what they told me.
Okay. Request to bring the ship in front of Kasumi and Ikasumi between the enemy's attacks.
Iriki!
I'll make manual adjustments to the auto-targeting and fire the revolver in 1-second bursts.
Roger that. We'll be entering firing range in 3 minutes.
Shime here. If it's all the same, I'd rather you not make manual adjustments this time.
But why is that? Making manual adjustments increases target accuracy by 13%.
Yes, I understand that. However, the enemy's evasion program is surprisingly simple.
Aesop has already completely analyzed its pattern.
Whether or not we make manual adjustments is up to the artillery chief.
This ship's artificial intelligence is a top military secret, am I correct?
Yes. AGI scientists say that artificial intelligence was given to them by the Kibi government.
Well, if the automatic target aim misses all 5 shots, I'm gonna go to the artificial intelligence control room to pick a fight.
We're within firing range of the revolver.
25 seconds to firing revolver. 24.
Maximum
23.
combat speed. Maximum combat speed.
10 seconds to firing.
We're in front of both Kasumi and Ikasumi. FCS operating. Automatic targeting aiming.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The revolver has hit the target. Enemy starboard laser cannon damaged. Large caliber plasma cannon destroyed.
Request permission to fire the main cannon.
Yes, I just received a request from Shinon to do so. She also said, excellent shooting.
Oh yeah? We'll tell that to Aesop and the scientists. I only need a single shot.
The target's been hit.
The enemy ship has been destroyed. No evacuation of crew seen.
What is this?
We seem to be getting audio from inside the enemy ship.
Victory! The Freedom Guard ship has won the battle against the Kingdom's battleship.
Say? Supply unit. Report. Iriki Kano, Shu Takatsuki, and Shin Uemura appear to have been hit by a shot from the laser cannon while working on the ship's exterior.
Oh no.
Peter, we have casualties.
This is a war, remember? Space funerals make good visuals. Tell them to make sure they have one.
I don't care if we defeat the kingdom, but I don't want to die, and I don't want anyone else to die.